Alright, and welcome back to the second installation, our second of three videos dealing with Microsoft Excel charts. In this particular video, we're going to focus on looking at the individual elements of a chart. And so the chart elements can be defined as any one of the components that completes or helps clarify the chart. And there are a number of various elements of the chart. So we're going to go through those components themselves, and then we're going to take a look at our Excel worksheet and our chart and kind of illustrate what we can do by editing and formatting those elements. So looking at the chart elements, we're going to go over there. First one is the axis title, and that's a label that describes the category or the value axis. And this is going to be on your X or Y axis. It can be in terms of millions of dollars. It would be in terms of number of instances of whatever you're measuring with regard to your chart. Second element is chart title. That is a label that describes and reflects the overall purpose of the chart. So what is it that this chart is trying to illustrate? And, that would be indicated in the chart title. We have a data label that's it's a descriptive label that shows the exact values or the names of a data point. So throughout the chart creation, you'll have either with a line or a bar, it'll display a specific value. You can actually add a data label to that, either point in the line, that data point, or the bar, or the column that's created within the chart. The data table is the overall grid containing all the data source values and the labels. Error bars. Those are visuals indicating a standard error amount. So if you're looking at percentage of error or standard deviation, those type of error bars can be displayed there. The grid lines are the horizontal or vertical lines that display the plot area. And again, for a column chart, you would use the grid lines are going to be horizontal. For a bar chart going left to right, your grid lines are going to be vertical. And those basically kind of assist in identifying the various plotted values. Down at the bottom is the legend. That's a key that identifies, again, the color, gradient, picture, texture, or pattern assigned to each data series within your chart. And then we'll also look at a trend line, and that's basically just a line that depicts an ongoing trend, and it helps potentially forecast future data based off of the existing data that you have in your chart. Also, we're going to be looking at adding, editing, and formatting chart elements. So after you create your chart, elements are going to need to be added, modified, or changed around to basically complete the aesthetic, value, and the meaningfulness of the chart. And we'll look at chart title modifications, modifications to the axis titles, the data labels, legend modifications, inclusions of grid lines. We'll look at the chart area, plot area, and data series. We'll also look at editing and formatting data points. And then we'll also look at the Chart Tools Format tab to kind of provide a little insight of some additional functionality that you can do with formatting your chart and your chart elements. So let's go ahead and go back to our chart that we have created. And this is the same chart that we used in the first video. So again, we have our data series here. We've created standard column chart. So we're going to look at formatting the chart title. So in this particular instance, you double click on the chart title. You can select or go to the end of the chart title and select the text in there, and you can type in finally caught up. You can type in whatever text that you want your chart title to go ahead and display. So in this particular instance, again, we're going to select title, and we're going to give it a value of number of jobs 2010 through 2020. Okay, and once my computer catches up, it should go ahead and display that information. There we go. Alright, and what you can also do with your chart title is you can actually move the position of that chart title. So again, selecting the title itself, you can move it over, down, and position it however you want your chart title to look at. One of the other things you can do as well, you notice when I double click on it, it actually brings up this dialog box where you can actually go in and you can change the actual text, the font size. You can change the color, format chart title. If you right click on it, you can change, you can format the chart title. Again, you can fill, you can put a border on there if you would like. All these various things that you can do with your chart title. So again, you can have an outline or a gradient line on your chart title, a solid fill, a gradient fill. Again, anything that you want to do with formatting of the chart title. So let's look at the axis titles. So in this particular chart we have a series of different jobs. So again, since I had the format box open, I can go in here and apply various text effects. I can do a no fill. I want to have a solid fill though, so I can see the text. And again, you can go in and you can change how you would like your axes to appear. You can change the color. If you want to change the text color, you can use the color fill or fill color option to go ahead and provide some formatting and change the look of the axes itself. Again, I double clicked on the axes to open up the format axes element for dialog box. And again, you can use this to change the alignment, so you can have your information top centered. You can change the rotation of the text, so if you want your text to be rotated 90 degrees, you can rotate it that way. You can also go in here and you can change the angle of the rotation to whatever angle that you want. So if you want a 45-degree angle, again, you can rotate the text accordingly. When we look at these data labels, as I mentioned, these are the data labels. These are the values that are displayed to illustrate your plot points on here. So again, with that particular dialog box open, again, you can go in and you can change the fill color. White is a little difficult to kind of see on that, so let's change it to black and see what kind of effect that we get here. Again, my computer is very slow. There. So for the various plot areas, you can change the color in which the text is filled in the plot area. You can put a border on there. You can put a gradient line. Again, there's different options that you can add to your format. Again, put a cap type on there. Just all the different ways that you can format the data labels on there. Let's take a look at the legend. So what we have here is, again, just to double click on the legend. Again, you can go in, you can change the color Note that for this particular instance here, I've selected 2020. I'm going to change the color of that. I'm going to change it from the orange. We're going to make it green. So we're going to take it into this green color. And what you should notice is that once I've changed that color to green and my computer catches up, it will go ahead and it will change not only in the legend from orange to green, but within your plot area, your chart, it will then go ahead and should go ahead and update that. There we go. Update the actual columns to a green colored chart. So again, that's how you format the legend. You can position the legend differently. You can add effects to it. All different options for going ahead and actually changing the look of the legend. And you'll notice here too that when you go to click down, you'll see there's a format legend. You can actually click these down arrows, and you can actually drill deeper into some of these areas here. So again, if you click chart title, now you switched from formatting the legend to formatting the chart title, and you can change your data label specific to a given series in there. So all kinds of different formatting options that you could do. One other thing I want to show before I turn everybody loose on going ahead and just playing around with the format options is looking at the Chart Tools Format tab. And again, you know, I've had this open. You can just right click and change that within the actual dialog box here. But again, I want to just point out that this format, this Chart Tools Format tab, gives you the ability to kind of go in and just in a one area kind of switch between the various elements of the chart and go through and make the modifications that you need to. So again, feel free to go in here with a test worksheet or a test chart that you have created, and just kind of go in and get familiar with the various formatting capabilities that are available within Excel. And once you're comfortable with changing the format of the data series, the chart title, and all the various components, go ahead and move on to our third video that is included in Chapter 3. And again, that's going to be focusing on applying some design and spark lines to our chart. So again, feel free to go ahead and play around with changing the format and look of the charts. And we will convene again on video 3 for Chapter 3 of Microsoft Excel Charts.